We're kickstarting the day with a fantastic speaker session, Creative Careers in the 21st Century, right? And hosting this session is Danial Azhar from SCAD. SCAD is the Savannah College of Art and Design. They're one of the top art and design schools in the US. As per global rankings, you could even say they're one of the top art and design schools in the world. Now, Danial has worked in the industry for several years. Most of his experience has been in Malaysia, where he's done things like 3D design, video editing, content production, and he's actually done a degree in the field of virtual reality. So I think when Danial was doing this course, he was a little ahead of his game. In today, virtual reality is such a big deal. So many people are designing immersive experiences in the field of virtual reality. And I think Danial made a decision way back then. He finished in 2018, that course, to actually kind of look at that. Am I correct in terms of the dates? Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, absolutely. So I hope you have a fantastic session, and over to you, Danial.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone, and Amit for the amazing introduction. So yes, my name is Danial Azhar. I'm the Assistant Director of Admission at SCAD. So I handle admissions, and I look over your applications, all of it. So if you have any questions later, come talk to me, come pick my brain, I'll tell you everything. But of course, I work for SCAD. I'm doing this presentation on the 21st Century Careers. But I work for SCAD, so I'm obliged to speak a little bit about SCAD before I start. So here's the video for you guys. I hope you enjoy.
To me, SCAD is the catalyst of potential for myself and for the people around me.
You have this wonderland that is SCAD, where you have all these resources to execute your wildest dreams.
SCAD to me is this pot of gold of inspiration.
SCAD is where the future of all creative industries is reimagined. Our graduates not only know how to excel in their industries, but they know how to innovate and create change.
SCAD students are the first in the world to be actively working and collaborating on LED volume stages, taking their storytelling capabilities to new heights.
I had never seen anything like that before. It's really just the foundation of how to build a business and how to be an entrepreneur.
SCAD is where creativity knows no bounds. It's where imagination and passion come together to inspire and innovate.
The resources are endless. As a student, I really took advantage of those resources to absorb as much knowledge as I could.
SCAD definitely is the best place to be. I'm on my way to my dream career because of SCAD.
Hey SCAD, I'm so glad to be here.
Thank you so much for having me.
When I first came to SCAD, I was absolutely amazed by the energy and the positivity.
I wish I brought my daughter here today, and I wish she could see the community that all of you get to be a part of every day.
SCAD is a lifelong institution. You're part of this school for the rest of your life. The wondrous resources that are available to you is phenomenal.
Thank you all. I hope you enjoyed that. So yeah, SCAD is the University for Creative Careers. What does that really mean for you guys? Let's explore that a little bit. So we have over 100 degree programs available for you, from fashion to design to architecture, all of it are available. So these are some of it that are on the screen. And this year, we're proud to announce that we have 27 STEM programs at SCAD. It's amazing for what we've done for an art and design school to have 27 STEM programs. We were at 22 last year, and that means we've got 5 more this year. It's crazy. And these are some of the ones that are STEM, just for your reference. We have over 16,000 students available on all our campuses from all over 50 states in the US and over 100 countries of course, including India. We have 4 locations: Atlanta, Lacoste, Savannah, and online for you to maximize all locations. So this is a locations video as well.
SCAD is a global experience. When you're accepted to SCAD, you're accepted to all our locations.
I've had students who have traveled across campuses, and I definitely see a difference in the way they look at the world. Students don't have to re-register, they can move from campus to campus. Where else are you going to get that?
Experience SCAD among the Fortune 100 companies in Atlanta, where every career and creative venture thrives. Find inspiration in the historic streets around SCAD Savannah, or learn online from anywhere in the world through SCAD Now.
SCAD is one of my favorite places here in Atlanta. Students here get a very special experience that will prepare them in ways that others are not prepared for being in the industry.
The beauty of Savannah campus is the community. Because there's so many people here, it's like a chemical reaction. When you enter the SCAD building, it's very magical. The space is tailored to the discipline, like sound design or visual effects or business.
You can also experience the beauty of southern France in Lacoste during a quarter abroad.
SCAD has created a beautiful world here. One finds or fine-tunes their process. It is an honor and a privilege for me to be able to spend some time meeting all these amazing students who are our future.
You can start your studies anywhere you choose, then seamlessly study at any other SCAD location any quarter.
They have so much potential to change the world. They're going to impact whatever community they're in.
Wherever your SCAD education takes you, you customize your path and your creative career.
So let's move on to the juicy stuff. The University for Creative Careers. And what's next for digital media careers? So creative careers are just one segment of the entire industry. To begin with, these are some majors that are well known throughout the industry. Now, we have come up with new gen majors including user experience design, user experience research, service design, immersive reality, interactive design and game development, social strategy and management, and motion media design. So let's talk a bit about user experience design. This is a career that puts the user first. It's an ever-changing field, and it's now the highest demanding career of the 21st century. Yes, we developed our user experience design course with Google to the point where they loved it so much, they asked for us to make another one called user experience research. So next one, service design. Let's also talk about that. Service design will change the world, bringing innovation and a human-centered approach in all industries like healthcare, service, industries, transportation, education, retail, and many more. It's where we are connecting businesses to consumers. And immersive reality, that's where I did my major. This is where the world meets the new generation of augmented reality. From Siri to Alexa, VR edutainment and training programs, students are creating technology that are changing technology as it is, making us experience it in a more approachable way. It's the career that lets us think outside of the box. And with an augmented and virtual reality degrees, you can launch your career as a professional immersive designer, environment artist, game designer, mixed reality designer, data visualization, technical artist, and VR content producer. You can get recruited and hired by the best, like Blizzard Entertainment, Epic Games, Riot Games, Siri and Alexa, many more. And for animation and illustration, let's take a glance for what careers that are available. Animation and illustration are popular industries with its roots in film, motion media, advertising, and service industries. With knowledge from these degrees, you get to develop your signature style of whether you want to do it in 2D or you want to do it in 3D, or even stop motion animation, digital modeling, rigging, lighting, and look development. That's how movies such as Puss in Boots, Turning Red, the recent Spider-Verse movie, and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem was made. So just a fun fact, all of these movies have had SCAD alumni worked on them. And all of these movies were nominated for the Academy Awards last year. And let's jump to visual effects and motion media design. Yet another area in the creative industry that is even popular among students of all ages. Now it's even getting traction in social media where independent creators are just making up content where people can learn from each other and make amazing stuff. It's the process which imagery is created or manipulated outside the context of filmmaking. Now, yeah, we also have, I'm sure remember, the effects in Black Panther or even Avengers Endgame. Now just a question for you guys. I'm going to show you this clip, and then I want you guys to tell me which part of this clip was actually real from start to finish. Did you guys see that? Does anyone know what was the only thing that is real by the end of this clip? This particular frame here. The face, yes. yes, the face, amazing. So pretty much everything besides the face is pretty much composited onto this picture, this frame, this video. Even the face was enhanced, but that's what visual effects do. You basically lie to your entire audience to showcase what you could do in the context of filmmaking. And motion media design, film, television, and production. So this, does anyone know what this is? Any show of hands? So this is an XR stage. Has anyone watched the Mandalorian movie, the series? No? Nobody? Do you know of it? Oh, awesome. So do you know that that entire series was made using this? They never shot anything on location. Everything was done virtually. What that means is that you can use, these things has cameras, and on top of those screens, there are motion detectors that move the background with the camera. So with this set, you won't need to shoot on location anymore. You can just use this virtual production set and shoot a whole movie or a whole series right there. And we have that available on our campus, one in Savannah and one in Atlanta. This is just another example of the XR stage. And let's move on to interactive design and game development. Any gamers here? Anyone play Valorant? I see some hands there. So, an interaction designer draws upon user data, research, and team inputs to generate interactive concepts that enable seamless and relevant experience for people. As an interactive designer, you think about what people want to experience, and accordingly, you map out things and place it into your programs. You can work with Microsoft, you can work with Apple, Epic Games, Google, and of course, Riot. So what's next for building art careers? These include things like interior design, architecture, industrial design, and design management. So these are what we've come up with. Design for sustainability, urban design, themed entertainment design, production design, and furniture design. For industrial design, If you've heard of product design, industrial design is very similar. Industrial design focuses more on the manufacturing side of production design. So a production designer can be a production designer, but they can't be an industrial designer. An industrial designer can be an industrial designer and a production designer. So that's something that's elevated from what was called product design, I'm sorry. Design for sustainability and architecture. So both of these are something that's ever evolving and is always here to stay. The sustainable design and architecture programs are one of the few programs that are the calling for need for today's world. Sustainable designs creates long-term solutions and helps societies ensure the well-being of their people and harmony with the environment for generations to come. We even feature a groundbreaking integrated path to architectural licensure and accelerated academic track that prepares students to become licensed architects in as few as 7 years. And we also have fashion and luxury careers. So these are the known majors: fashion design, accessory design, and fashion communication. We've come up with fashion marketing and management, business of beauty and fragrance, luxury and brand management, and fibers. We've noticed a substantial shift in how we view luxury. So 10 to 20 years ago, fashion, lifestyle brands, and exclusivity defined a luxury consumer. Today's tech have disrupted the industry and consumer values have changed. Convenience, time, personalization, customization, healthcare, and hospitality are redefining how we signal luxury. So it goes beyond a brand. It goes beyond fashion. Right now, even hospitality, even hotels, even the clothes you wear, even the phones you have define luxury. So we need to recontextualize what we think about certain brands to find out and tap into this market that's $500 billion worth. Yeah. Fashion marketing and business of beauty and fragrance. The world of fashion has been evolving every day, every year. Fashion has grown into a multi-million-dollar industry with so many departments that range from fashion design, fashion marketing, fashion management, fashion communication, fibers, textiles, jewelry, accessory design, all of those. These are $500 billion industries, and brands are constantly seeking for the next representative for beauty and fragrance. And what's next for business innovation? Here are known majors: business administration, MBAs, and finance and accounting. So now we've come up with Masters of Business Innovation. So that's another part of that's new, including design management, creative business leadership, social strategy, and management.
The most exciting field to be in is design, because a designer has to think about people, about technology, about the activities that are taking place. It gives you the license to explore and investigate and to try to create a system that enhances life.
You're seeing technology and fashion really begin to influence each other in a way that we haven't seen in the past. I'd always wanted to pursue a career that was very analytical, very challenging. Fashion was that for me.
Visual effects taught me both aspects of being a technical person and being an artist.
Engineering and art and aesthetic and usability, all of those things are kind of like woven together. That's what makes a successful product.
Lots of people think they're not allowed to be creative, to be crazy, to be wild, to be wonderful. As soon as you let yourself do that, creativity is everywhere.
onto design management. This major employs design thinking by leveraging creativity, business practices, and consumer insights to prototype product solutions and their success. Some things to also think about will be the knowledge and methods of business strategy, design theory, design thinking, data visualization, communication techniques, and social strategy. Social media strategy and management. Today's social landscape, social media and cultural awareness can make or break a business. Another question, how many of us are on social media these days? I'm sure everyone will raise their hands. Even if you don't, even if you don't have social media, the person next to you will have social media account. We have to establish new metrics of success. Social strategy not only teaches students the principles of social media, it also, creative business leadership, another great one. In this new world, we have had to reconsider and depend on suppliers, modes of transportation, retail experiences, methods of transactions, payments, and the roles of our employees. A creative business leader has to successfully manage various sources of revenue while protecting their legal interests as entrepreneurs. So what do all of these majors lead to? Creative careers. And let's take a look at what these creative careers would look like.
My two greatest lessons that I learned from SCAD were learning the structure of the industry and the strong work ethic, but I think you really hone those skills at SCAD.
The idea of collaboration with all majors happens so naturally at SCAD that it really is an outlet of incredible bursts of energy.
SCAD is constantly staying very aware of industry trends and therefore kind of adapting curriculum to play into that and be able to have students be very prepared for real life after graduation.
Just seeing the depth and the amount of detail the students put in, and when you bring in people from all of those different disciplines together, truly amazing what they can create.
It has brought me immense joy, so many friends, and so much learning, which is, I think, the most important part in a design and a career environment.
SCAD has programs that show continued love and care long after graduation. It's the beginning of a new relationship with your SCAD family, where you have an abundance of resources with career and alumni success, après-SCAD, alumni atelier. The possibilities are infinite.
It's that network of support and encouragement, which is so critical to the success of myself and other people coming through SCAD.
We are always top of mind with industry partners. So we connect with productions from Amazon, from Hulu, from NBC, CBS, you name it. These are lifelong relationships that you build here. We will always have your back and we will always look for ways to continue your success.
Because of SCAD, I got my dream job at Disney,
Nike,
Netflix,
IBM,
Lenovo,
XR Animation Studio.
I'll be starting my career at Google.
Okay, so that's the end of the presentation. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. However, I want to open the floor for questions after this, but I know that eventually you will inevitably ask this question, so how do you apply? How do you get it SCAD? So I'll explain it first, and then you can ask me stuff if you have other questions. So first, of course, you apply, and you apply on the website, and then you connect with an admission advisor. It could be me, it could be someone else. They will help you map out your application from start to finish. So don't worry about what documents you need and what all of those. You don't need to be anxious about that. We'll help you out. And number 3, plan ahead. Of course, it's a stressful experience just applying to a university and like waiting for your results. So make sure you do this early. And number 4, you can even visit the campus if you're ever in the US. So these are the documents required. You can just snap a picture if you want. But firstly, this is for, I'll break it down to two, which is the college application for graduate students. That's PG for those that don't understand, and for undergraduate students as well. So for undergraduate students, we need your school transcripts. And for the graduate students, we need their college transcripts. And then we'll need your proof of English proficiency, which can either be IELTS or TOEFL. Or the third way is if your school or institution teaches you in English, you can send us a letter from them saying that the medium of instruction is in English, and then you won't need to send IELTS or TOEFL. Don't waste your money if you're only applying to SCAD. I would recommend you to do your IELTS or TOEFL if you're applying to multiple universities, but we don't need IELTS or TOEFL if your institution teaches you in the medium of English instruction. And then we'll need your portfolio, resume, letter of recommendation, and statement of purpose. So these four, they're actually not required for undergraduate students. They're only required for graduate students. These are where our scholarships come from. So the transcripts, academics, refers to academic scholarships. Your portfolio, resume, and statement of purpose goes towards your achievement scholarship. So the reason there's a distinction in that, because they're both different things. And for graduate students, you're required to submit all of those, but undergraduate students, you're not, those are supplementary documents. And that's it. This is our link to visit SCAD. And be sure to follow our socials. And if you ever need to stay in touch, if you have any questions, you can hit me up on one of these contacts. So that's my email and my Instagram. Thank you so much.